If you're looking for a feel-good film to watch over the weekend, then this is the movie to watch. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita. Hope you all are doing well, and today I will be sharing my thoughts on the 2015 Malayalam movie Premam starring Niveen Pauly in the lead role. So after this movie got over, I was left with a very soothing and calming and a very nice feeling inside my heart. And if you are a fan of romantic films, that is exactly how you're going to feel after the movie gets over. So yes, without delaying this any further, let's get into the analysis. This is the story which charts the love life of a man named George, particularly from his teens till his adulthood. The story primarily only focuses on this protagonist's romantic life. So essentially there are three phases to this movie: his romantic life during his teens when he is in school, his romantic life when he is in college, and his romantic life when he is an adult and having a stable job. The movie tries to portray an idea of infatuated love from a guy's perspective, and it tries to show that how infatuation, which eventually turns into love, can change you as a person. So yes, in a nutshell, that is what the storyline is. It's a very simple and a very straightforward story. There is no deeper meaning or context. You can find deep meaning in anything, but I'm just saying that, for a person who just wants to enjoy a good film, a feel-good film, just doesn't want to think too much, this is the movie to go for. And while I was watching the film, I came to the realization that because of the simplicity of the story, it is very, very relatable, especially for the men. Men would be able to relate to this movie so much. Okay, despite all said and done about the storyline, I do want to give out a disclaimer that this movie might not be enjoyable for everybody, and I'll tell you why. For someone like me who enjoys watching romantic films, and if the story has only and only romance, I do not mind that. I actually end up enjoying such films. But for an audience who would want something more than romance and would want a deeper context in the storyline, like what is the background of this guy, what are the family dynamics, how is this guy charting his journey, what is there in this guy's life except romance, for those audiences, it could be disappointing. So yes, that is why I wanted to give this disclaimer out. So yes, with that disclaimer out, you can decide for yourself if you want to give this film a chance or not. This movie is technically so superior. I honestly did not expect it to be this superior. The cinematography is out of this world. It's amazing. I was literally a little taken aback when I saw the cinematography of the movie. It was beautiful. And it is not just the nature shots that has been captured so well. The nature shots are just, they're out of this world. They're stunning. But also the camera work done, of the classroom where when Niveen was in college, Niveen and his friends were in college, the classroom shots, the canteen shots, the shots of the room where Niveen and his friends were living, the cafe shots, all of the camera work is just superb. A big round of applause for Anand Chandran. Just, I was watching this film in my laptop, but still the entire cinematography just mesmerized me. Now for cinematography, I want to give a special mention for this song which comes at the end. Now I know Malare is already a very superiorly shot song, but this song which comes at the end, Scene Contra, that song, the way it has been picturized, the camera work, the shots used, I absolutely loved it. That in the entire movie is my favorite piece of cinematography, the way that song has been shot. The second technical superiority of this film is the background score. Rajesh Murugasan, please kindly take a bow because the score is fantastic. Now when I watched the Malare song again while watching the film, it had a much more stronger impact on me than the first time when I did the reaction for this song. Along with Malare and Scene Contra, there is one more song which comes at the beginning, the first song of the film, that is also beautiful. I loved that song. Overall score, it just went with the film. I loved how soothing, that's the word I want to use for the score of this film. It was so soothing to my ears. I absolutely fell in love with it. Now I have this notion in my head that, when it comes to cinematography and background score, specifically to Malayalam movies, I know it's gonna be superior. That is, now if I watch any Malayalam film, that is the thing that I, in my mind, that okay, I expect good cinematography and I expect good score. If that is not there, probably I'll be a little disappointed, because now that standard has been set already. The director and the writer of the film is the same person, Alfonso Putran, and I would just say, like I said, the story is a very, very simple storyline, and you can see that in the direction. He really has not complicated it. It's a very straightforward direction that he has given in the entire movie. He wanted to make the love story as the central theme, and that is exactly what the direction and the writing is. Another thing that I liked about both the direction and the writing was how well he integrated the love story and the comedy in the film. I think for comedic relief, there was just this one scene that I absolutely did not connect with, and I didn't see the point of it. That was the scene, okay, spoiler, that was the scene which is in the second half, where this person comes to the cafe with a horse, riding a horse. I know that scene is for comedic relief, but I couldn't connect to that scene. But otherwise, the comedy in that entire movie, except that scene, was good. So yes, both the direction and writing is very, very focused on a single and a very simple narrative and nothing else. He wanted to write a story about infatuation and love, and he has done exactly that. That is why I gave that disclaimer that, if you are looking for a deeper context in the writing, you'll not find it. Editing of the film is also done by Alfonso Putran. Now here, I have a little bit of a gripe in editing. Why I say this? Because I feel the story of George and Mary, which is the first half, then the second middle part, the story between George and Muller, and then the third story between George and Celine. Now the first and second story, they were fleshed out really well, and I really wanted that the story of George and Celine to be fleshed out and given as much importance as the first two stories. I felt personally that the editing for George and Celine's story was not given its due importance, and it was really, really rushed. Because by the time George and Celine's story comes, I'm already used to that slow and beautiful build-up, right? And when their story starts and it's so fast, I'm a little taken aback. So I felt a little disconnect over there. Other than this, I do not have any problem with the editing, because I know to show all the three phases is a very difficult edit. But you are the writer, you are the director, and you are only the editor, so you have this vision in your mind how the movie should look like. So I felt that probably George and Celine's story should have been given its due importance. The performances really carried this movie for me from start to finish. Like, absolutely everybody has just knocked it out of the park. Let's talk about all the three female leads first. Mary is the first love interest of George during his teenage years. Now this role has been played by Anupama Parmeshwaran, and she is just so cute and innocent. It's exactly what you need from this character. She's a 12th standard student, she's a shy person, she's sweet, she's nice, she comes from a good family background, and I think Anupama did justice to her role. It was more of her facial expression than dialogue in the film. She doesn't have much dialogue, so it was, her gestures and her postures and her eye expressions did most of the talking. Madonna Sebastian plays the role of Celine, who is the third and the final love interest in George's life. Now I think she had so much more to offer to the role, but because, like I said in the editing part, that the third story I felt was not given its due importance, she really couldn't shine as much as she should have. She was so charming in the film, and I would have loved to watch a much more gradual love story between her and Naveen's character. I personally feel she could have really contributed more in terms of her acting, because I really liked her in the movie. Sai Pallavi was the clear winner for me out of all the three female leads. Firstly, because her character was so well fleshed out and so well written, and second, because she was so charming in the movie. Her dialogue delivery was impeccable. The way she commanded that authority of a lecturer, it was so believable. S.V. Krishna and Sabreesh Verma, who play Naveen's friends Koya and Shambhu, they are also very good. They are the ones who stick with him from start to finish. So there is this really nice bond that you actually feel. Both of them also had really nice and subtle comic timing. They are really there to support Naveen's character, but I think whatever screen time they got, they really stood out on their own as well. I want to give a special shout out to Vinay Fourth. He plays the character of a professor, Vimal sir. he was the surprise package for me, guys. He was so good. All the comedy done by him was hilarious. The one particular scene where he's in the classroom trying to teach Java and he doesn't know anything about Java and he's asking the student, do you know anything about this? Do you know what this is? Oh my god, I loved so much on his scenes. All the scenes between Vinay and Sobin Shahir. Sobin also plays like his colleague, and all the scenes with these two, the comedic relief that these two brought to the movie, I absolutely loved it. It felt so natural. But Vinay was the clear winner for me here. I loved him. And then comes the one and only Naveen Pauly. Take a bow, man. What amazing performance he gave. I believed his acting when he was playing a teenager. I believed his acting when he was a college student. I believed his acting when he was running his cafe. I absolutely understand his range of acting now, because you know, the first film of Naveen that I watched was Muthan, then Bangalore Days, and now this. So I have now immense admiration for the kind of acting that he can do. And on a completely unrelated note, he just looked amazing in this film. I couldn't take my eyes off him. If only smiles could kill, I probably wouldn't be sitting here and making this video. So yes, if you are looking for a chill, nice, feel-good romantic film, this is the movie to go for. It is streaming on Disney Plus Hotstar. But yes, remember that disclaimer that I gave you. So yes, that was my perspective, my analysis on the 2015 Malayalam movie Premam. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you have come till the end. If you have, thank you so much for watching. I will see you on my next video, guys. Bye-bye!